All right, here we go.
Welcome everybody to a wonderful another Gym Class Feeders weekend, but this time it's King of the Hill. You want to explain what that means, Ace?
Yeah, sure. So, King of the Hill is all about showing that you and these random people that you decided you wanted to play with are better than everybody else.
The weak fear the
There's no
shadows.
roles assigned. There's no
Fear
balance
controls
assigned.
them.
You know, you just coming in here to kick somebody's
I
butt.
recommend skipping.
The winning team then goes on to play the next challenging team, and it will hopefully go on like that forever. Well, not forever tonight, but yes, forever.
We have 4 teams competing tonight, so we'll see who comes out on top. The teams are Bronze Border Patrol and Time Conflict playing right now.
You're
But
duller than a
the winner of
broken
this game will
sandwich.
move on to face Complicated Weekend Plans, and then the winner of that game will then play against Second Chance.
Yes. No idea the skill levels of any of the teams, so this will be
I
quite
shall
interesting.
endure.
The Nivea band still comes out though, because why wouldn't it? Every game.
So Kai'Sa's out now. What are the odds we see a Kai'Sa pick?
Well, spoilers, but if for some reason I'm 80 carry in my game, I will be playing Kai'Sa. So I expect Brandana to play Kai'Sa as well, if it's not banned, but also Andy AoE is an 80 carry player who probably owns Kai'Sa right now as well. So I would love to see Kai'Sa come out.
Do you think any of the players were able to sneak some practice in earlier today, or possibly even on the PBE?
It's possible. Oh, look at that. The hover. Do it. He's not gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna wuss out. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on.
It's Xerath.
Oh, come on.
It was
Oh, that's-
Xerath the whole time. They're just challenging the other team to pick up Kai'Sa.
Oh, they'll pick it. Brandon's gonna pick it. I believe in him. Yeah, right. As per the Twitch chat, other Brandon says you don't have the balls. It's true.
He sure does not.
No. But this Goonstomp might have the balls. Will we see?
Is it gonna be the legendary 10 Kai'Sa hover?
Oh, the tech guys hovers. We're up to 3. Almost all of these players have played 80 carry in the past. So it's possible that we see a lot of hovers. Oh, finally
Oh.
happened.
It's not gonna be the 10 Kai'Sa hover. Sorry to disappoint everyone.
We're at 100% still. 100% of the hovers. That
Yeah,
were
but we
possible
can't
to be
hover it
Kai'Sa.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the 10 Kai'Sa hover, it's the 2 hover, 1 pick.
2 hover, 1 pick. Yeah, the classic.
The classic.
The classic. Ooh, Caitlyn coming in. I would talk about the 80 carry matchup, but nobody knows what that is.
Nobody
I
knows,
assume
nobody cares yet.
Kai'Sa will do badly into Caitlyn, just like everybody, but yeah, God knows.
Caitlyn does have a couple bad matchups. They're mostly influenced by supports, though.
Yeah. It's been so long, well, besides ranked, it's been so long since I actually played with synergized bot lane that I have no idea.
Most of the good bad matchups in the bot lane are heavily dependent on the AD carry support combo, more so than just one AD carry beats the other.
Yeah. So Kai'Sa gets a Braum, able to apply that CC that gives her stacks. And a Warwick coming in for, I believe, Ben, Trufflesaurus, on the Bronze Border Patrol.
I will wait
Camille
for you
ban.
to be better.
Top lane, don't know for who that's targeted, but it could be anybody.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
So what are you looking to see come out for those last 4 picks?
It looks like we've got a little bit of tank for both sides. I'd like to see a little bit more tank coming out of at least one of the 2 teams, just to increase their team fight potential, but I really want to see some more CC coming out of the red side here. just to synergize even better with that Kaisa.
Yeah, definitely. If you can get a far range engage or stun coming out, you'll be able to set up the stacks perfectly for Kaisa to just hop in there. Oh, and there's a Lux pick. Are you sure this is? Oh, ooh.
The last second Zed swap.
They like doing that last second switch up.
You gotta play mind games with your opponents. Oh, they're gonna play this. Nope, just kidding. It's this.
Yep.
Now they have 3 less seconds to anticipate how the matchup's gonna go.
Yeah, 3 less seconds to switch those free boots into a stopwatch. But I mean, stopwatch doesn't work until 10 minutes these days, anyways. And that's like 3 kills for a Zed by then. Last pick for support. I don't know what I'm expecting. A brand?
But Brandana's on the red team.
Ooh, a Janna. It's not a brand.
It looks like we've got a pretty nice set of disengage and engage for the Bronze Border Patrol here.
Yeah, I think as long as the Zed doesn't get off to a fast start, the blue team has a solid team comp, the Bronze Border Patrol. The red team rounded out their team comp by going for the Swain, which to give them a little bit of magic damage. That along with, I think Kaisa can also build AP if she wanted to, but
Her passive, does that apply magic damage based on missing health, or is that physical?
that's a good question. Let's head over to the Google. Oh, I don't really need to know anything about the Kaisa group. I guess it hasn't been out long enough to take over Google's top searches.
That's okay. We always have the wonderful wiki.
Yes. I don't want Kaisa gameplay, I want Kaisa champion.
Everyone wants Kaisa champion.
It does look like it's magic damage.
Well, there you go. She's got mixed damage already. She's busted. Confirmed.
Yeah. Did you see on the patch notes, the expected next patch notes, so the ones for 2 weeks
8.6?
from now, 8.6, that they're probably removing the AP from Rageblade?
I did not see that.
Yeah, they're going to turn it into just mainly attack speed item. So that I wonder if that has to do with Kaisa at all, or if they're just doing it to deal with the Varus and Kog'Maws of the world.
Varus, Kog'Maw, Kayle. There's a few out there. Kayle not as common, but Varus and Kog'Maw definitely do abuse the Rageblade.
Yeah, I'm just that's gonna rip down hybrid itemization to pretty much just Gunblade though, which is kind of sad to see. Back in the day, there used to be way more than just 2 items, but who knows?
Back in the day, there also was this fantastic item called Force of Nature, and your Warmogs would stack. So a typical Mundo would go 5 Warmogs and a Force of Nature, and you just wouldn't kill them, ever. It's statistically impossible.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, and also it was the #1 singed item. Force of Nature was amazing. Got the regeneration and the movement speed and the magic resistance. That item was a monster.
And it was also very commonly paired with Atma's Impaler. It was known as the Atmogs, because you get Atma's Impaler and the Warmog's armor, and you just get damage and armor out of this fantastic item that is no longer in the game because, let's be honest, that's broken.
Yeah. I think it also gave crit strike. It was the only item that gave crit strike and armor, which isn't surprising, but yeah, if you were an AD carry looking for an armor item, that was where you went.
Yeah, now they just have this stupid Guardian Angel item. Like, Who even uses that nowadays? I
Why do
mean,
mid laners need to revive, right? What's the point?
yeah. All right.
However,
Back to the current game and the current
to
state
current
of the game.
we're
Kai'Sa's
about to
out.
get-
We get to see it. It's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be exciting, but not as exciting as that Pizza Severe skin. But you know, I just have to throw that out there before the skins pop up on our
But
screens.
at least Riot did confirm that they do not condone pineapple on pizza.
Oh, because the pizza doesn't have any pineapple on it.
No,
Oh.
it did.
It does.
It's a Hawaiian pizza.
There's 3 options.
Oh, there are
They
three
have
options.
they have a mushroom and sausage. It looks like.
Okay.
No, it looks like there's a veggie pizza, and then a pepperoni pizza, and then a Hawaiian pizza.
So what are the odds we get Kai'Sa with a skin?
Depends how big of a baller Menards is.
He
He's a
seems
big
like a
baller.
pretty big baller to me.
But unfortunately, not that big of a baller.
No,
Oh,
he
well.
is not. Maybe next time.
Definitely not Bruce City, Jesus. Bronze Border Patrol, winning the skin battle though. Just. having
Oh,
5
absolutely.
people with skins will do that for you.
What kind of a person picks a champion their first game on release of the champion without the skin for it? Like, come on.
Yeah, like I mean.
What are you doing?
Yeah. This game isn't free. Please.
It's just free to get into it. Once you want to get good, that's when you have to buy the skins.
Yeah, pay to win. Holy crud. Did you see that? When you adjust champion portraits now, it changes them on the screen too.
On the sides?
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome.
What the heck? Riot saved the day.
The true
is amazing.
MVP.
Yeah, right?
Alright, let's get these
Holy-
quickly fixed because, well,
Before somebody rages at us.
yeah, dude, we gotta quell the storm before it,
Yeah.
you know.
I have to hide the time control in the chat, and it's like, wow,
Just nailed it.
nailed it.
Let's
Looks like
let's see who's ahead on gold. Well, they're even. That was
Yeah.
boring.
Jeez. If you look at, I think you press X. Yeah, if you look at the gold, everyone's at 500. Very even game.
Yeah.
Support's keeping up handily with their 80 carries.
You know, it's gonna be real interesting to see who takes the lead here, because this is very tight margins. See, the blue team could have capitalized on the fact that Time Conflict had warded that bush. If they were all there, they would have killed the ward and they would have gotten off to a crazy gold lead.
I mean, it would have been the largest gold lead that they could have at that time. Absolutely ridiculous.
Do not succeed.
Nobody's being exciting. No invades coming. Just a little. Everyone's kind of watching around. I have a question from the audience. How do I feel about Kai'Sa mid? And we have a little misspelling on Kai'Sa, but that's okay. Well, listen, Marcus. I can't say I've seen enough Kai'Sa to have an opinion on that. So, if this game goes well for the Kai'Sa, then no, because obviously Kai'Sa's an AD carry. If this game goes terribly for the Kai'Sa, well, yeah, take it mid.
Yeah.
Clearly, if it fails in this game, it's not meant to be an AD carry and is meant to be a mid laner.
I played a normal game before this, and it definitely failed as an 80 carry. But that most likely was just the player's build. I
User
think
error?
Kai'Sa- Yeah, definitely. Just like everything. But I would say it's definitely a option, given those highlight reels of the 2 shots from the Kai'Sa W. But it'd be hard to say until you actually see it in more than like a few clips.
It looks like we've just got some trading going on in the bot lane. Looks like Kha'Zix is looking for a play on the Gnar up here, but Gnar's got his no-no bar filled up, so he might want to go down and take scuttles and then try again later.
Is he gonna have the patience to do this? Looks like he's waiting. The hop happened. He's going in. It's a slow, and the hop's done. I think this is going to be first blood on the Gnar. Nope.
Flash and first blood completed.
Yep. Bot lane looks like it's going to be second. Looks like Andy AoE is going to be taking the kill on Die by Titan. But will the Kai'Sa be able to clean this up? Oh, Warwick's bot flashes away.
Flash is everywhere in the bot lane. Better safe than sorry though. It looks like Kha'Zix is already going for a play on the mid laner of the Bronze Border Patrol.
Flash is everywhere. Time Conflicts is looking to get this game done as soon as possible. But this is a 300 gold lead coming from that first blood.
Menards takes a huge chunk as he is forced to go back to the spawn pad.
Ooh, Xerath's going in on that. Didn't Xerath have to flash in the mid lane?
Xerath and Gnar both have their flashes down right now, and
The scoreboard
Caitlyn has her heal down, but Riot's fancy spectator mode
screwed
is
everything up.
withholding information.
Yeah, wow. I was expecting... Yeah, that sucks, but hey. At least it's a fun game so far. Flash is all
That
over the
means they
place.
can't just stream snipe the timers.
Yeah,
Clearly intentional.
yeah. They were just like, you know, that LCUS is too popular to have
Yeah, we
people
can't let them
ghosting it.
can't let anyone get any unfair advantages by checking on summoner spell cooldowns on a 3-minute delay.
Yeah, I mean, like, you would be able to know right when Flash... Well, Flash is 5 minutes, right? You'd have
Yep.
exactly 2 minutes timing on that.
Yeah. The advantages would be ridiculous.
Absolutely. Truly, truly amazing. Or outrageous, depending on which side.
There's no Taric here, so they can't be outrageous.
Fair. So, looking at the CS, mostly even across the board, but there's actually a pretty large discrepancy in the mid lane.
And the bot lane as well. The Caitlyn does have a significant lead over the Kai'Sa with that BF sword, as opposed to a longsword and boots.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough matchup.
Not my favorite purchase when I have to back.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of give up and just sit around with that 700 gold. That way you only need 600 more to come back in and get the BF sword. But we'll see. It'll be. I would say it's going to be pretty hard for Braum to get an engage off versus that Janna.
It is going to be very difficult against the Janna, and the Caitlyn is a little slippery in her own kit as well with the net. Nothing super crazy as far as escape goes, but something's better than nothing.
Oh, Kai'Sa gets chunked low. Engage in the mid lane. Looks like Zed ults the Xerath and we'll get
Just
the
gonna
kill.
walk it out and let the ult finish it,
The
and
Caitlyn cleans up Braum in the bot lane as well.
fights going on all over the map. There's another engage in the top lane. The least eventful engage in the last 30 seconds, but still a lot of damage going down.
Yeah, absolutely. Still really close. Gold all across the map. Good to see. Looks like
Janna
Warwick
looking to
is-
get in some deep vision here. Maybe try to steal the blue buff, but
I think Warwick's. They're just buying
Not
time for
quite
Warwick
gonna
to
grab
get
it.
to take this dragon.
a very smart play by the Bronze Border Patrol, guarding this dragon because Warwick can just solo it so early on, and with the help of Caitlyn, it's just so much easier.
Oh, missed. I personally missed that solo kill top lane.
I also missed that solo kill top lane.
Thanks, Riot. That does. Yep, absolutely no excuse for that.
Yep.
Coming out.
And it's Riot's fault. I'm
Yep.
moving the camera around, but Riot
I mean-
didn't put me up there. Riot didn't force me up there.
I bet no excuse for the Gnar to die to the Swain. Oh, Kha'Zix level 6, trying to get off an early kill. Doesn't
Zed's
get it.
roaming down here, but he's on a control ward.
Is
Took
the
a-
Zed ult? If the Zed ult's up, he can easily just go in for that tower dive. Since Janna's not level 6 yet.
But he catches Xerath on the roam following, so he decides just to go back home. Spotted out,
Yeah.
gigs up, ignores a ward on his way back to lane.
This is the perfect time to actually learn what Kai'Sa does. For me. You can see that she gains about 150 health shield when she takes her ult in. Early, that doesn't honestly seem like that big of a deal compared to a Caitlyn or Misfortune ult that does a decent amount of burst damage rather than just a small shield.
Everyone's playing a little bit more safe now that all the fun early game's gone in. Looks like we've got a little bit of trading going on in the bot lane still. And the Swain is chasing the Gnar back to his lane.
Yeah, Kai'Sa still is down a whole BF sword. So she won't be able to actually get an engage off on the bot lane at all. Won't be able to do enough damage for that.
Mid jungle for the Time Conflict team are roaming up, but pinged out, so Gnar knows to get away and he just jumps out just fine. Flash
Zed.
committed by the Zed.
Oh,
He is going to get the
wrong shadow.
kill, but he is going to fall for his aggressiveness.
Oh,
Ult coming through
the
from the
Xerath.
Xerath.
The Xerath pops the ult a little bit too early, not having the range that Snorlax must have thought it had.
Looks like they might try to collapse on him. Xerath just wants to finish off the Kha'Zix, though. Might be a little too greedy. Just gonna take the Blastgun out. Or is he? No, he's got the Warwick here now, so he
Flashed
doesn't...
into the Q
doesn't want
still. Missed ult by the Warwick.
Flashes for the fear and kill secured.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, this Janna and Caitlyn are just sieging this poor Kai'Sa.
Yeah, Kai'Sa really is just trying to catch up in CS and not let the tower go down, but they're just, with Caitlyn's range, just auto-attacking that tower anyways, with her standing right there. But she does have 2,000 gold in the bank, so she probably will be able to go back and get pretty close to the end of Bork, if that is what she chooses to go.
First
We'll
tower
see.
goes down to the Caitlyn.
And I was absolutely wrong. It was a BF sword and boots, and not anything close to Bork.
You know,
Caitlyn can
sometimes
probably
you
go
just want
back
some more damage.
Yeah, Caitlyn could probably go back and finish Infinity Edge if she wanted to. Probably not recommended to just straight buy it, but she could.
Not my favorite thing to do, but when you've got money and a lead this big, why not spend a little bit being, why not be a little careless with your money?
Damage control. So right now it looks like they really have to be focusing the top side a little bit. Save Chaos from Gotta Get Lucky, and just get one of their lanes snowballing. But it looks like Kha'Zix is just trying to take the Rift Herald.
He might just be able to solo this if he can get the eye
If
procs.
Janna doesn't see him, turning off the vision. Oh, Janna just spotted him.
Spoop. And he has to leave, which means...
Oh, and that's too bad. At 1,000 health, just giving it up. Oh, that must feel bad. All of that time and effort committed to it just to hand it over to a Warwick. If Warwick pops a top lane, there's no way that tower will be able to survive either.
Especially with the Caitlyn already got the wave shoved. The Zed is on the way up to try to assassinate her, though, but the Warwick and the Janna just run him away.
Bot lane, they're about to take down the tower, and if Kai'Sa can proc a W off on the Gnar in the bot lane, might just take the ult in. It's not
Decides against it. Just wants to keep shoving the wave. Rift Herald does go down top lane and does manage to secure a tower. Traded towers overall in favor of the Bronze Border Patrol because they get this charge off onto the next tower as well. Bot lane from
Oh, takes
Time
down the
Patrol.
Janna. Zed ults the Warwick and not the Caitlyn. Probably will get the kill off on Caitlyn. Caitlyn flashes for the cleanup on Zed and takes down the Kazakhs, but the Swain buff must have actually come in handy there with that burst of damage. Do you see the Kai'Sa top? Seems like pretty intense movement speed, but casts the W in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and in that engagement, the Xerath was getting chased up through the jungle to the top side by the bot lane of Time Conflict, but it looks like they ran around in the jungle a little weird, searching for him. Otherwise, they might have been able to get up there and clean up the Xerath as well.
1,000 hit points left on the dragon. Swain shows up. Kazakhs is here. Ooh.
Secured by Time Conflict.
Warwick takes the blast cone over the bush, but it's a 3v5 right now. If Kazakhs gets taken down here by the Warwick ult,
Looking to... Might just escape because the Kai'Sa is busy chasing down the rest of the team. Meganar pops. Warwick does go down in the backside, and they just have to ditch the fight. Looking for an engage on the carries of Bronze Border Patrol.
Xerath ult coming in, absolutely destroys the Caitlyn with the Zed. Possibly would have been able to save her if she didn't ult.
Zed
Under
flashes,
tower.
tanking a couple more
And
shots.
one more. Come on. Oh, almost. That would have been the number one way to die in the West right there.
Sure would have. Don't see those kind of plays in Korea. They're not spicy enough.
You see all those crows on your screen? Interesting addition with the Swain. Having crows.
All you have to do
randomly
is move a
spawn.
little bit away, and then you don't have to worry about crows ever again. Just keep your camera far, far away from the Swain, and if you have a fear of crows, problem solved.
Too many bird champs in this game.
Too many birdos.
So with that, game is pretty even. 2 towers on the blue side, 1 tower on the red side. Both teams have a dragon, and Time Conflict is up 3 kills. Most of that gold ended up on the mid lane with a 2,000 gold lead. on
Yeah, and they
Zed.
picked up this lead off of the back of Bronze Border Patrol's push in the top lane that kind of went bad. And they got a few free kills and just roamed their way down and stole the dragon, so...
Yeah, it's gonna end up right now. I would end up the difference between a Zed and a Caitlyn. If Caitlyn can stay alive and get healed off the Zed combo, he'll be able to put out enough damage to make up for the gold lead. But
Ult coming out from Xerath just to clear the minion wave to try to stop this push. The Zed just deleting the poor Janna.
yeah, and 2 people top lane with the Caitlyn. Oh, Caitlyn
Is going to
cleans
go
up
down,
the
but does
Kazakhs.
manage to get the Kazakhs on the backside of it. Warwick running up to maybe finish off the Swain.
That would be an interesting.
Re-engage in the mid lane. Under tower. Not going to be...
Warwick
very
needs to
much
back
happening.
away from that ult before he gets demolished.
Warwick decides that maybe he didn't make the best life choices.
Absolutely crushed by that Swain. Really just needed to walk away when he had the chance. But the poke's coming down on the Zed, and there's still 3 in the mid lane, so they might shove this into the tower and back off, hopefully. But the real question of this game is, what are these teams giving up in strategy that the next teams coming up will be able to abuse. Looks like right now you don't have to be too scared of the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, the Kai'Sa's not really getting into that many fights, or at least not that many meaningful fights. She's been in a few of the fights, but she's had to back off of potential kills because either the rest of the team didn't follow, or the rest of the team split off to a different group of enemies. So not a huge amount of impact coming from her. She did get ahead in CS now from kind of splitting and not really being with the team that much. So still got some money coming in for her. She is down about 1.5 gold, or 1.5k from the Caitlyn though.
Definitely. You really have to think like, what as a new champion, what's her power spike? Where does she look to go in? Is she like Vayne, where she needs to have 2 full items before she's useful? In my mind, I'm always just expecting to see W ult happen at any moment and have her just fly in and try to take down the enemy team.
See, but that's the spicy way to engage on fights. Some players like to be a little bit more bland and just front to back.
But that doesn't seem like the type of play that the double pentakill legend Menards would pull out. You can't get 2 pentakills by sitting in the back of the fight.
But you can get 2 pentakills by watching your enemies walk into you.
That's true. Very true. It looks like they're just letting the Twitch split push. Twitch. Gnar. Jeez.
They're both rodents, it's fine.
One just becomes very angry.
Probably because you called him a rodent.
Yeah. Probably. The Kha'Zix's just sitting off to the side. I think that if he's in the bush with his invisibility, he doesn't even need a sweeper. We'll see if this engage actually happens. The Xerath's ready, halting in the back line. Looks like the red team will have to back off, giving up the Braum.
Ulti away from the Warwick just to save himself.
Yeah,
Tower
Bronze
picked up
Border
by the
Patrol gets-
Bronze Border Patrol, and looks like they're going to rotate for Dragon.
Yeah, I think that the team time conflict wasn't managing their health bars enough during that team fight. They were super low health, just sitting around protecting a tower that they couldn't defend. Mega Gnar comes in, gets a stun off
Goes
on the
in.
Swain, who's most of the team's gold. Zed pops in, kills the Janna, kills the Xerath, gets taken down by the Caitlyn. Kai'Sa's still around, but just standing around. And the Swain cleans up the rest of that fight.
Who needs to give Kai'Sa kills when you have this Swain on your team?
Yeah, better nerf that champ. Wow.
On a side note, Goonstomp did leap in to try to steal the dragon, but it was still secured by Trufflesaurus for the Bronze Border Patrol.
Yeah,
Fight goes heavily in favor of time conflict, and they pick up a tower off of it, though. So overall, trade heavily in favor of time conflict.
Yeah, they got the cleanup kills, an extra tower. They're just missing the dragon, which if they don't let the Bronze Border Patrol get to their towers, that won't matter at all.
I don't know, Baron is live, and you do get that 10% true damage to epic monsters as well.
Definitely true. And they do have priority over there. No TP on the Swain and only Kha'Zix up top. If they actually wanted to rush it right now, they would have been able to.
There are a lot of blue trinkets and zombie wards around the map here.
Yeah, that is some pretty crazy blue control compared to.
Yeah, overall not a huge amount of vision. Looks like the Kha'Zix might get caught out here. It's gonna ult away, but it gets ulted in the face by the Warwick.
Yeah. That sounds like that's like the time that you Baron right there. You took down the jungler.
And your whole team's there aside from the Gnar.
Yeah, and Braum was bot side, recalling right next to your minions. But they might just be looking to push instead. Probably too scared of the Zed coming in and picking off their damage dealers.
Tower is gonna go down in the mid lane. Gnar split pushing in the top lane against this Swain, but I don't think he can actually take on the Swain, so he's going to be forced to back away.
Yeah, Swain sitting there with what's that? Soul Stealer and a lost chapter, but not sure what the lost chapter will build into at this point.
It looks like it's going to be either Proto Belt or GLP, I forget which one, but it builds out a lost chapter Gunblade now.
Really? Yeah, then it would be GLP. Interesting. Yeah, the Gnar's about to get taken down by the Kazakhs. No questions asked. Zed's there as well. Probably wanted to come
Zed
kill
showing off his skill, walking into the lane with a corpse and just flashing his mastery. Really helped out in that engagement.
Oh, will he take down the Kazakhs? Oh, the
There's
first
the
Kai'Sa
Kai'Sa
ult we
ult.
see is very underwhelming. Absolutely no damage done.
Does get exhausted right away. Braum securing the kill, making sure the Kai'Sa just doesn't get too fed, you know.
Yeah. Gnar, with Gnar down, Caitlyn up.
And there's Kai'Sa's first kill, 24 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yep. Welcome
Carry
to
is
League of
coming.
Legends. Yeah. No
Zed is
ult.
chasing down this poor Caitlyn. She does have heal. Ult comes through and caught on a trap. Does get the kill, does not die. Picks the right shadow this time.
Yep. And yeah, they got the better side of that trade too, but it'll be hard to see if they can actually get anything off of that. Everyone's low and they don't have that big of a tank with the straight AP that Swain's going.
They're pinging the Baron anyways, though. I don't know if that's just to get some vision control in the area or if they're looking to take it. Doesn't look like anyone's really moving that way, so probably just gonna shove out some waves. Huge wave pushing 4-time conflict in the bot lane. Looks like Zera's gonna clean that up.
Yeah. And the time conflict's looking to just take that top tower, which they haven't, despite the 708 Swain, they haven't really gotten much damage on until now. Braum's just standing there, not helping with the tower.
Just kind of eyeing it up. Tries to get the last hit, but minions decide they want it.
Absolutely. Gnar looks like he's
Gauge on
going
this
down.
Gnar. Maybe
the
ulti from
Kai'Sa just
Kai'Sa?
missed the W. Gets the Kha'Zix, since Kha'Zix no longer alt maxes his E. Oh, well they get the Zed.
He'll comes
Oh,
through from
Lord.
the Kai'Sa to try to save the Zed, but it's not going to be enough. Huge burst coming in onto this Caitlyn,
Kai'Sa
but does
ults
get enough CC to take down the Kai'Sa.
Wow.
That was a
Looks like-
4-for-1 fight.
Yeah. With almost no explanation. Like that was just a random fight that turned horribly wrong since they weren't able to clean up the Caitlyn in the back line.
But on the backside of the fight, Baron's border control is going to get the Baron unless Braum decides.
Braum's got this.
Oh, I believe.
No. Well, those smite out by the Warwick, so I guess, but
He does smite it, but Tilted Snorlax on the Xerath just decides that they're going to take it instead.
yeah. And Swain stacks her down a little bit. Looks like she could use a little bit of armor to survive versus this Caitlyn. And Caitlyn also should probably be picking up the Executioner's Calling that Gnar has as well. But the no banners on the Rift, so at least there's
Ult
that.
comes out from the Xerath just to check the dragon.
Yeah.
Worried about the red team trying to sneak that.
Kai'Sa's in the bot lane just healing up. Healing up for what? No idea. But just trying to get those minions, trying to get a little bit extra gold. Looks like
Trying to
going
hit
for the
those-
second item.
Trying to hit those crucial evolve thresholds.
Did you just see that Swain flash?
That is the most strategic Swain Flash you will ever see in a King of the Hill match.
Yeah. I mean, it makes you not be able to flash out of a team fight, which means you just have to go in. And I think that was the real plan. Make yourself
It's
commit
not
to it.
retreating, it's tactically advancing to the side.
Braum just walked straight through.
And
straight
Kai'Sa
to
ulted in, made the hype ult, didn't get the hype damage behind it.
Nope.
And Kha'Zix's just in the backside looking to try to flank a carry here.
Yeah.
Not gonna get a huge opening.
Oh, Zed's going in to... Oh,
Going in to die.
but the Swain just snipes him. Will this be the end of the game? Looks like it.
With just a Kha'Zix left to stand against the world.
Yeah, just a
Surprise! Braum respawned. Fancy flash there from the Kha'Zix to try to jump onto the Xerath, but Xerath kind of juked him, and Zhonya's outplay was
Saves
able
the game. Not that it's as much worth saving, but saved nonetheless.
A huge wave pushing in the top lane. Then it's gonna rotate to this and just take that out, or just let the minions do the dirty work.
Yeah, and Kai'Sa can't even clear the wave.
She's doing her best.
That's no excuse for being bad.
Hey now. We're all trying our best.
Yeah. Kai'Sa has Supercharge maxed and Rain maxed. Not Voidseeker has no AP.
Yeah, decides to skip on the Voidseeker max because Voidseeker evolves with AP, which clearly she is not building, so decides against that path.
Yeah.
Xerath goes down to the tower and a few and an electrocute proc.
Wow, amazing outplay by the Zed, getting out of that fight. Kha'Zix picks off the Janna on the backside, and Zed is still alive somewhere, fighting that banner of command that the Janna picked up. Kai'Sa's now alive, but doesn't really seem to do anything, so probably not worth. Up goes in on the Warwick. It does nothing still.
Does manage to take down the Warwick, but has to run away because this Caitlyn does a lot of damage.
Caitlin's
and
about to get stunned. Oh, Caitlyn.
there's the
down.
Guardian Angel, and she's gonna go down to this again.
Oh, wow.
Without,
Was not expecting
not without
this.
doing a little bit of damage first, though.
Yeah.
Zed's just on wave control duty. Voidseeker goes wide.
Absolutely ridiculous. From practically winning the game to back to even gold. Kai'Sa has 3 items, not very much damage, and the Zed is just doing Zed things. Pretty boring build. Finally picks up the GA. Yeah, I think the Swain is still carrying this game.
He is doing a lot of damage in these fights. Zed's really just trying to jump in there and delete the Caitlyn.
Yeah, now that Caitlyn's GA's down, that's so much easier. Almost makes you wonder if she'll end up going Death's Dance instead of Bloodthirster. Very unlikely. People tend to forget Death's Dance exists, but you know,
And
possible.
with
How did Braum get there?
he went on an adventure.
He's not Bard.
Well,
the
he
Warwick
used,
misses
I'm
the
pretty
ult.
sure he used the blast cone and then decided his life decisions were wrong.
Oh, an
Xerath
ult.
ult lands most of them, but it's not going to be enough damage. Caitlyn ult
Kai'Sa
comes
is
in.
not there. Kha'Zix tries to get. Kha'Zix takes down the Janna, but gets taken down herself. Caitlyn's there. The Swain. Ooh.
Swain does go down. Braum can't fight. And Kai'Sa's just going to have to either cut the minion wave or just safely recall.
Yeah.
Bronze Border Patrol looking to push for the end here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the teams can do.
Kai'Sa almost takes down the Warwick, Zed going on to the Caitlyn does manage to take her out, gets his Guardian Angel procced.
Bronze Border misses 2 crucial spells on the Zed that could have killed him.
Looks like he's
Taken
still gonna go down.
Troll in him though saves the game once again. Makes you wonder.
Kaisa taking a lot of damage from the Xerath. W snipes and minions, so not going to be able to re-engage onto the Xerath. Bronze Border
Really
Patrol
makes you
looking to
wonder.
just clear the camps on their way out of the jungle and then rotate towards that dragon where Time Conflict is looking to see if maybe they're at the Baron.
Will Time Conflict be able to just take out this Baron while they're taking a dragon? It's if
It's going to be difficult. They don't have the Zed alive, but he doesn't do a lot of consistent DPS, so he's just basically there to threaten the enemy team from engaging onto the
Yeah.
Baron.
and the Xerath are called straight on a pink ward. Control ward, excuse me. So,
It's red, not pink.
yeah, I know. My bad. Oh, Xerath hitting those ults. One
Doing
more.
a lot of damage. Good block from the Braum. Warwick looking
Will
to
they
maybe
just
go
rotate
in
over
sides against it.
to Baron, or will they try to get this in him? So many birds. It's the word.
Inhibitor is the safer play because they don't have to worry about a potential steal. Although they do have a lot of damage right now and they would take out the Baron very quickly with these 2 Infernals and a Mountain Drake. Kha'Zix's looking to flank. Probably could have gone in on the Janna there, but might not have survived for the Baron contest. Some abilities going back and forth. Got the trap lane up to kind of deter Time Conflict from entering into the river.
Yeah. And this is the longest game of King of the Hill history. Absolutely
It
ridiculous.
is also the shortest game of King of the Hill history.
Yeah, it's record setting on all sides.
It's a unique experience.
Are they giving up the Baron? 3,000 hit points. Jump in, Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix jumps in.
Does not
Swain jumps
secure
in too.
it.
Does not secure. Zed's GA does not exist. Swain, if Swain's ult pops, holy damage, Batman. Kaisa still does absolutely nothing, just like the whole rest of this
Holy
game.
damage, but it's not going to be enough to win the fight. Fight's even right now at a 2-for-2. Baron in favor of Bronze Border Control.
But they
Looks
get
like
these
they
auto attacks
might
off
get...
the-
Braum goes
Oh my God.
down.
Kha'Zix takes him down. Will Kha'Zix jump the wall and be the hero this fight needs? Nope.
He's just going to get
Oh.
downed. Oh, does take out the Gnar.
Yeah.
And I guess Warwick's the winner of the King of the Hill.
Yeah, Warwick. Yeah.
Last
Yo,
man
folks.
standing.
That's it.
That's it. Game's
That's it.
over. Warwick wins the entire tournament.
Yep. It's done. Take off the headphones. Go to bed. But real talk, there is a double super minion wave pushing down the mid lane that Zed will be able to catch. Large wave from Time Conflict, excuse me.
In both the
it's
side
bot
lanes.
Yeah.
Warwick just cleared out the one. Caitlyn's going to go clear out the bot lane. Get those side waves shoving so they can hopefully close out the game here soon because they do have the Baron for the Warwick.
Yeah, at this point, I think that Bronze Border Patrol is just trying to group in the top lane and gonna pop a Banner of Command on a Canyon minion with the Warwick up there, who's the only one remaining with Baron buff. But it doesn't seem like they actually did that. So much for strategy.
You see, he's having so much trouble thinking about damage control because Time Conflict's got to manage their damage control right now. It's all about stopping the bleeding so they can get back into this game and try to pull out a win.
Man, yeah, but like they just need some damage coming out of this.
This poor
Whatever.
Kaisa?
Yeah.
I'd like to see the end of game stats just to see just how much unspoken damage she's been doing. Because she has been doing considerable chunks when, like, the Warwick was at quarter HP and that sort of thing, but not fight changing.
No, honestly, it doesn't seem like that. It might be in the build. Having 2 crit items, 1 on hit item, some armor pen, like without an infinity edge, and also never really being in these fights.
Interesting choice to put the banner on a caster minion instead of the cannon there.
Yeah, generally speaking, that's a decent strategy, but not when you have Baron buff. When you have Baron buff, you need that cannon shooting that far away. But at this point,
Yeah, and I mentioned it in the LCUS, but the Baron empowered banner buff minion, the siege minion. Oh, there's a lot of fighting going on here. Kha'Zix goes down.
yeah.
Redemption
full
comes
health.
down to
Zed has his
heal
GA
the
up.
whole
Kai'Sa's
team.
still alive. Might be able to do something, but doesn't look like she's auto
Zed
attacking.
gets blasted by Aerie.
Oh,
Kaisa goes in for the finish on the Warwick.
Oh my god, will this sway? No, the sway will not. And with that, it looks like Bronze
That
Border
Mortal
Patrol-
Reminder just stopping all advances.
Yeah.
Denying all the healing that was so absolutely necessary for the Kaisa and the Swain in that last fight. Anyways, as I was saying about the Baron Empowered cannon minion, it can take out a tower by itself in 8 shots.
Yeah.
So, definitely very important to have that buffed up as well, or as much as they can. Looking at the damage here, the Kaisa was able to put out 25,000 damage to champions, which is more than the Gnar and the Warwick and the Kha'Zix.
Just it didn't feel like it.
But it did not compare
60
to the 60,000
60,000?
even. Just like to
60.
highlight this.
60,000 damage.
60,000 even by the Caitlyn.
That is ridiculous.
Ridiculous indeed.
Oh wow. And so with that, it looks like that Bronze Border Patrol will be moving on to play versus Complicated Weekend Plans.
All right.
And I will be joining that Complicated Weekend Plans team. And I will have to find you another co-caster for that game. So,
Well, I hope you've learned, just watching this game, what you can do to exploit the Bronze Border Patrol. And
did.
I wish you the best of luck in your matches, and I will enjoy casting them. And I will call you out for every failure that you may or may not do.
well,
I might even make up some failures.
yeah, I'm not gonna pick that pick the Kaisa, so I don't think you have to worry too much about that one
Hey man,
after that game.
you gotta be known as the best Kaisa of the league, okay? So you gotta go take it and pick it and just take away the game with it.
Yeah, Kaisa, the only Kaisa that does damage. All right, well, I will
Good luck
talk
in
to
your
you-
game, and we're gonna take a short break while we get this next game set up.